Lucian's arms were warm and strong, and I could feel the steady beat of his heart. The breeze brushed against my face, carrying his faint scent that made my mind go blank. I didn't even realize he had carried me back to our room until he gently laid me down on the soft bed. He didn't leave but lay down beside me, wrapping his arm around my shoulders and pulling me close. I tried to sit up, but he held me down and said in a low voice, "Don't move. Let me hold you." His hand slowly slid from my shoulder to my waist, gently yet firm, leaving no room for refusal. "I like holding you," he said softly but firmly, "and you like it too." My heart raced, and I was too nervous to respond. I tried to hide my nervousness with a teasing tone. "How do you know I like it?" He smiled, gently lifting my chin to make me look at him. His eyes were deep and playful. "If you didn't like it, I'd know." He slowly slid my cloak off one side, his fingers lightly grazing my shoulder, sending strange sparks through me. My breath quickened, and my pulse raced. "You promised not to force me," I said nervously. His face came close to my ear, and he whispered, "What I promised was to treat you well." I suddenly pulled away from his hand and blurted, "I'm hungry," quickly getting up from the bed. He looked at me with a slightly dangerous smile and said, "So am I." I sat at the table, eating with my head down, but I couldn't stop stealing glances at him. His gaze was calm, but every time our eyes met, I'd quickly look away, my cheeks burning. Lucian suddenly stood up and said coldly, "I have something to do." His tone was off, even a bit irritated. I saw him leave the dining room and lean against the wall, rubbing his forehead with a complex and pained expression. He closed his eyes and took a deep breath, as if trying to calm an inner struggle. He entered the family hall, late, drawing scornful glances from his brothers. His father didn't even look at him. He sat in the corner, looking isolated and out of place. After the meeting, his brothers surrounded him. Crown Prince Pierre sneered as he got close, "When I become king, your wife will be my concubine." Lucian's expression turned from cold to furious. He suddenly punched Pierre, slamming him hard to the ground. His brothers tried to stop Lucian, but his rage was unstoppable. He shoved them away one by one and kept punching Pierre. Guards rushed in to restrain him, but Lucian's strength was so great that even multiple men struggled to hold him down. The king arrived, angrily scolding everyone, and announced Lucian's punishment, a whipping. His brothers smirked, but Lucian silently accepted the sentence. A maid told me Lucian was being whipped. Panicked, I rushed out of the room. When I reached the garden, I saw him chained to a post, his back covered in bloody wounds. The whip struck his back again and again, but he didn't make a sound. His brothers stood watching coldly from a distance, and my heart twisted in pain. I wanted to rush over and stop them, but the maid held my hand tightly. "It's the king's order, Your Highness. You can't interfere." When they unchained him, his body collapsed to the ground. I rushed forward to help him, but the guards stopped me. Back in the room, he dismissed the guards and angrily told me to leave too. I refused and insisted on treating his wounds. He grabbed my hand and pinned me against the wall, but his eyes were filled with pain.